So today, I thought that we would do a quick little trip to two of my favorite places in California. I have more, for sure. I lived in California on and off for a total of 17 years, approximately. I lived in San Diego, or I should say Chula Vista, which you'll find out in the video coming up. Also in the Los Angeles area, by the Grove, if you are familiar with Los Angeles. Then I lived in Woodland Hills, which is, I believe, considered the Valley. Then I lived in Burbank, which is in the Valley, and also where a lot of films are made. You know, Burbank, all the studios are there. And then finally in Beverly Hills. Really, it was still considered Los Angeles, but half a mile from Beverly Hills. So we were like on the cusp of West Hollywood, Beverly Hills, and we were right there. So a lot of people, depending on who lived in my building, would say that they were either from West Hollywood or Beverly Hills, but our address was really Los Angeles. Anyway, so there was two places that I really liked and often visited. I have a couple more that I will definitely talk about in the future, but these two are wonderful for two different reasons. They're like two different types of places in California, right? Both quaint, both really cute. One is a place that I wanted to live in and still kind of do. The other is a really cool place to go if you want to see something so not California. And when I say not California, I mean it's not like your typical, you know, a whole bunch of palm trees and, you know, the beach and all that. It's like a town that takes you back in time. So let's leave it there. So these are the two towns that we're going to hit today. Let's go take a look. Anyway, today we're going to go to Carlsbad. Now, when I was living in San Diego, we actually lived in Chula Vista, for those of you who know that area, which is really close to Coronado. We used to hear the jets flying over. It was really nice living there. San Diego was beautiful, although we didn't live directly in San Diego, like I said, Chula Vista. One day we decided to go to a beach, and we said, well, let's just drive around and see what's there. Now, this is before we had the cell phones and you can just Google map and whatever. So it was kind of like, let's just drive on the coast a little bit and see what we find. And we came to this little town, Carlsbad. And as soon as you enter, you know, there's this big sign that says Carlsbad, and it's this quaint, beautiful town. And I was like, oh, I don't know. We went to Carlsbad, we went to the beach. That day was wonderful. And since then, as we lived in California, we went to Carlsbad a few times. And every single time, I just love that town. It's quaint. Beach is right there. And, you know, there's areas to eat, like outside. You eat out on the deck, enjoy the ocean right there. It's beautiful. Just a little bit of history about Carlsbad. It's a city near San Diego, as we know. It is known for Tamarack Surf Beach, Carlsbad Seawall, and secluded by the Carlsbad State Beach. And it also has the Sea Life Aquarium. And in March, they have the flower fields. It's a seasonal attraction. They are full of poppies, like this. It is amazing. Just, they're all in bloom. They're beautiful. They ask people when they're there to please not lay down and take pictures in the fields, because a lot of people for Instagram or whatever social media they're on want to do that. They want to like lay down in it and take pictures. And so they ask, please don't do that because you're crushing the flowers. So respect. They take you for a ride on this like wagon through all the different fields. As you're at the top of the hill and you're looking down at all these flowers, you can look straight across and see the ocean. And it is just breathtaking. go to the Leo Carrello Ranch Historic Park, and they say there's free roaming peacocks. I mean, right? That's pretty cool. And then, of course, there's the town of Carlsbad with shops and places to eat, beautiful hotels that are right on the beach. I mean, look at these beaches. Aren't they beautiful? We decided to eat outside because the weather was so beautiful. This is just some of the food that we had while we were there. Enjoyed it right on the outside deck, looking at the ocean. It was fantastic. We walked around the town, checked out all the sights, did a little shopping, and we walked on the beach. We had a really nice time. We made that trip probably about 3 times while we were in California. Look at my little munchkin on the beach. Is she not the cutest thing ever? She enjoyed it so much. Normally in March, when her birthday is, we would always have to have her birthday parties like inside because it was freezing on the East Coast. I really, really, really want to live there, I think. But I also need to travel some more because the gypsy in me says, just keep on moving. But that, I think, was my favorite town in California. There you have it. Some fun information on Carlsbad. Maybe someday I'll actually live there. If I do, you'll know because it'll be on here. What did you think of the town? Shoot me a comment below and let me know what you thought. Is it someplace you'd like to be? Would you like to live in California? Do you live in California? Do you live in Carlsbad? Because if you do, can I come visit? Listen, could this cup be any more appropriate for the video for today? It's a mermaid cup. Did you know that a small town in California inspired Disney's The Little Mermaid? It's true. I just found that out, that this quaint little town was the inspiration for The Little Mermaid. But I had no idea when I was putting this video together, and I said, oh my God, I gotta talk about that. Solvang, California is the real-life little town that inspired The Little Mermaid. And I can't wait to show you why it's a must visit. So thanks for stopping by. Make sure to hit the like and the subscribe. I hope we can become friends. You're probably wondering, like, what makes this town so special? It captures the hearts of many, or so they say. It captured my heart. So grab your favorite beverage. Could this be any more perfect for this video? It's a mermaid cup, and inside it says, seize the day, but I don't know if you could see it. Can you see it? Seize the day, but it's seize as in S-E-A-S, seize the day. So go. Grab something, and we'll dive into the magic of Solvang. I'll wait. I'll have a sip while you go grab something. Pause this so you don't miss anything, okay? I'm glad you're back. I hope you're drinking a coffee or tea, iced tea, coffee, whatever floats your boat. This town was established by Danish immigrants in 1911. They brought their traditions, food, and festivals that are still going on to this day in the heart of California. They came in and they built this little town that looks just like a little Danish town. It's like Danish culture meets California sunshine. Truly, it is. Storks are considered a symbol of luck and Danish pride. So they're depicted on roofs of businesses and homes. And honestly, there was so many, I kept looking up and saying, why are there pelicans on them? They're storks, they're not pelicans. But you know me, things just keep flying over my head. But let's take a sip before we go on. Why does coffee get cold so fast? I'm gonna have to microwave. In 1980, the Disney producers, they were always scouting out new towns, and they were walking around trying to find, I guess, inspiration for the next Disney movie. I think when they got to Solvang and saw the town and the mermaid statue, that inspired them to make the movie. Imagine the Disney animators walking around Solvang and just envisioning Ariel's adventures. I think a lot in that movie has to do with Solvang. The little town that she comes into, how it almost looks the same. I found this to be such a fun fact. I'm almost glad I didn't know about it, but at the same time, it makes so much sense when you go there. It's a hidden little gem. It's, up above Santa Barbara, enclosed in like a little valley. It's breathtaking. When I was there, I stayed at the Sideways Inn, quaint little place. My room was adorable. And it was so cute. It had its own restaurant and everything. It was just outside of Solvang. I wish I would have gotten someplace in town, but this was perfect. It was 3 minutes by car to get there, and it was so cute. You could see from these pictures this fireplace. So some wine and sit down by the fireplace and read. I hit Mortensen's Bakery, went to the bread shop. Also, I took pictures all over the place, but they had this cute little bike that was right outside one of the bakeries, and it had a basket full of bread, and there were flower pots in it. It was just the cutest thing, so I had to get a picture of it. Then there's Family Coats and Arms, Atterdag Square. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. Atterdag Square. And so many pictures of the windmills that I came across. The beautiful architecture, the doors, just everything was just so beautiful there. The restaurants have really cute outdoor areas where you can eat as well. And there's a Solvang nail and spa because, right? I go get your spa on when you're in a place like that. You got to relax all the way. And then they have the Copenhagen Sausage Garden. Music is playing, beers everywhere. Oh, and of course, the Danish clogs, right? Dan Clog, I think is the name of the company or the store. So I went in the store and I took some pictures of that. So here's some clogs for you. Ate at the Red Viking restaurant. I went on the trolley ride. I guess it's a trolley. It's the horses and they pull the trolley. There's a lot of people that have been on that. I went on that ride. It was so beautiful. The windmills are gorgeous. There's wine tasting. There's different events that you can go to. Gotta sip the coffee. I hope this mic isn't picking me up like slurring. They even have a museum dedicated to Hans Christian Andersen. Hans Christian Andersen? I'm not really sure how to pronounce his name, but there's a museum there and it has his book, The Little Mermaid, which is not the Disney version. It's actually a pretty dark version of The Little Mermaid. And in town, they have the same statue. It's a remake of the statue that they have in Copenhagen. In Solvang, they have the statue and then they have it surrounded by like a waterfall. Also, in the winter, they transform the town into a whimsical winter wonderland. Now, I haven't been in a winter. I'm going to have to go. Now, I want to hear from you. What's your favorite Disney movie? Did you know that Solvang was the inspiration for The Little Mermaid? Have you visited Solvang or do you plan on visiting Solvang? What's your favorite fairy tale location? Drop a comment below and let's chat. So why should you visit Solvang? Well, that's simple. It's a charming little town. It's a relaxing, beautiful place. It's a culture that maybe you haven't experienced before. I've never been to Copenhagen, so that was the closest I ever got. Whether you're a Disney fan and want to check it out because of The Little Mermaid or just love hidden gems, Solvang is definitely a place you want to hit. Put it on your to-visit list. Until next time, keep exploring. Oh, you're still here. No. You can go. We're finished.